number one seller on the planet Earth.
Down the scriptures.
What if I can show you in ancient time that Moses prophesied that was going to happen to a certain nation?
I believe you.
Like, you want to see it? All right. This is Deuteronomy. You know, it's the first 5 books of one of the first 5 books of Moses, right? Which is called the Torah, right? So I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 1:1. Let's get the audience who Moses is speaking to. Say, these be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. So Israel is the Israelites, right? Let's show you something real quick. Because a lot of people get this misunderstanding. You go to Exodus 11:7, right? And it reads, but against any of the children of Israel, Israelite, shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know that the Lord do put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. The Egyptians are African. They're different from the Israelites. Okay? Let's go back to Deuteronomy 1:1. Remember, Moses speaking to the Israelites, not the Egyptians, not the Africans. Let's see what he told them. Look at Deuteronomy 28th chapter, and it reads, it shall come to pass, you can read it, thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments. This day the Lord thy God will set thee on high, above all nations of the earth. So if the Israelites will listen, he'll set them above all nations of the earth. Flip side, verse 15. But it shall come to pass. When you say it shall come to pass, it means it's going to happen. It's a future prophecy. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee, mean upon you, Israelites, and overtake you. Right? So if they listen, they get the blessing. If they didn't listen, they get the curses. Let's go to the last curse. Look at Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Now remember, we just walked out of Egypt, right? With ships. Moses is telling you Israelites, saying, look, the Most High is going to bring us back into slavery. Egypt means slavery of bondage. Let's prove that according to the Bible. All right, I still got to prove it, you know.
I love your.
Yeah,
But the Bible explains itself, you know. We can't.
I've never heard it explained this way, but
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee, the Israelites, out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So you go back to Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, slavery and bondage, with ships. Right? By the way, if I speak unto you, it means the same way I'm saying, the same way is going to happen. Thou shalt see it no more again. You're not going to see it again. And there, once you got all those cargo slave ships, ye shall be sold. But see, that's during ancient time, but it didn't come to pass to the 1600s.
Wow.
So who are those people today? So what does make this a true book, first of all?
Yeah.
So who, I have my first question. Who is those people? Now, I gave you the answer. It was on those cargo slave ships, which was God's chosen people, the Israelites. Well, who are they in 2021? I agree with that. It didn't change. God and the Bible don't change, but as this earth, they're walking this earth today. You don't hear nobody, they got people call themselves Israelis,
Right.
but not Israelites. Just trying to make you think a little
Hey,
bit.
how about that? Thanks for making me think early in the morning time. That was awesome.
All right?
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, y'all leave. I'm going to ask you one important question. How many gates to heaven? Gates to heaven.
How many gates?
Just one gate? You say you agree with him?
I don't know.
You don't know? I agree with that.
Okay.
We're going to go with the Bible. Because I was taught, coming up as a child, the same thing. When I read this, though, going to the back of the book. Same way you was in school, the teacher gave you a book. In the back of the book is normally the conclusion.
Right.
You agree?
Yeah. That's what it says.
We're going to the sixth and last chapter of the Holy Bible. I'll start at verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth was passed away. So it's talking about heaven. going to jump down to verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. At the gates, 12 angels. And the names written on, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So I was saying, it's an important question. Who these children of Israel is? That's what heaven's for. I thought there was one gate, but there's 12 gates according to the Holy Bible. Not me, not what I feel or what I think, according to the Holy Scriptures.
Yeah, it is. But as far as the quotation, I know it says there is.
That's right. You cannot add or take away.
That doesn't mean the same reasoning for the entrance of each gate.
But I'm going to let you read this here, right? Remember, say the children of Israel, right?
Yeah.
How about we read Exodus 1:1? That's fair enough.
Sure.
Now, these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt, every man in his household, with Jacob, which is their daddy, their father. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah. You keep reading on. That's the name of the gate. Say children of, meaning the seed. So you got to find out what tribe. If you look at this sign right here,
Oh, there
see
they
one
are.
of the curses.
Mm-hmm.
One of the curses of the Israelites, when we read Deuteronomy 28,
Yeah.
there's going to be a borrower and a proverb among all nations.
Yeah.
So you can't find African American in this Bible. You can't find Puerto Rican in this Bible.
No, you
You
can't.
can't find Mexican in this Bible.
No.
So you got to go by your God-given name. So if you have children, you name your children what you name your children.
Yes. How about that? That is really cool, man.
Christ was a what? Israelite, right? Paul was an Israelite, right?
They all love me.
Well, the disciple was an Israelite, right? Give you something to ponder on.
Man, I appreciate you. What? I know,
Yeah,
that's what
second
I
coming.
said. That's crazy.
And you want to read it? Why it's saying that? Because they're scattered through the four corners of the earth.
Let's have it. We already got this far. Let's go.
This is talking about the second coming. We're going to go to chapter 1, verse 1 before we get the audience. Verse 3. Say, the ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel do not know. My people don't consider. So right now, God showed the people don't consider who they are. Yes. So, coming to Christ, keep reading. When? So the thing you know, when you read out of Isaiah, they call the Old Testament. That's
Yeah.
prophecy has been fulfilled yet.
Yeah.
So we should do what? To recover the what? The remnant of his people, which shall what? Be left from
Assyria.
keep reading.
From Egypt.
Patros, and from Cush, Elam, Shinar. See that?
The islands.
Verse 12, and it said, and he shall set an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
Man, that's cool shit. You have a good day,
Oh, yeah.
sir. That is great, man.
All right,
Have a
shalom.
good one.
All right.